Hey everybody, it's Brad with the Big Family Homestead, and I am not ready to get rid of this snow thrower. I've got one more thing I want to try, and it's because of a comment that one of you made yesterday, and well, we'll check this out, see if we can get it to work with this stuff. Fluid film, powerful rust, corrosion, and protection goo. So as you may know, we are transplants to the Great White North, where the land is blanketed in white death. That's right, there's snow everywhere, and we are new to this kind of level of dealing with snow. We ended up getting this tractor here. It's an Ingersoll Rand 222 high drive tractor, and it had, it's got a tiller and a lawn deck and this auger snow thrower on here. But we have only been able to make it work marginally when it was just the light, fluffy snow. Now the other day, we got our big nasty wasty wet snow, and this thing just refused to work. It would not work. I kept getting it stuck, and I ended up just using it as a ram. I just rammed the snow and pushed just enough to get it out of the way so that we could get the car in and out of the driveway. Well, one of you guys out there made a suggestion that we should look up a product that's made by DuPont. Now, I did go to look for this product that's got Teflon in it and silicone, and I went to 3 different places and could not find it. So, at the very end, I went to a farm store, tractor supply kind of thing. It's actually called Foreman's. And I told the guy what I was looking for, and he goes, yeah, I know about that stuff, but this is what you want. And he handed me this. He handed me this fluid film, powerful rust and corrosion protection, penetrant and lubricant. And he said that this is what all the professional guys that use augers or snow blades, or they put it on their plows. He said this stuff, and I quote, well, I'll come close to quoting. He said this stuff is slipperier than HE double hockey sticks. He said, spray this thing on there, and if it's gonna work at all, this is gonna be what gets you from point A to point B. So I figured I'm gonna give this stuff a try because I can't feel like we're just done with this. I mean, there's still gotta be great uses for the auger, even though I do plan on getting the blade affixed on my ATV. I think it's gonna be faster, but there's still gonna be uses for this. So I've got to make it usable and workable. So it says right on here, this is a unique wool-based wax formula. It's a fluid film. It also says here that it can be applied over rust, dry or damp. It doesn't matter if it's wet. Shake the can before using and then spray it on. Sounds pretty easy. Maybe even I can do it. Now, before I apply this wonder of wonder and miracle of miracles, take a look at all the snow and ice and chunks of junk that I got out of here just to get it to the point where it's ready to go ahead and apply the fluid film. All right, fluid film, let's take the orange bomber out here and see if it'll throw some snow. Okay, now to be fair with this assessment, that was only about maybe 2 inches of snow. I'm gonna take it into some heavier stuff to see if it can handle more like 3 inches of snow. And then I've got some that maybe we might put it over the top. I don't know what'll happen, but we're gonna start with the 3 inches. It's kind of spotty areas. I'll try and get it to where it's the thicker, where it's truly like 3 inches. And then we'll take it to the next level. But so far, it's doing more than it did. Okay, so after about 5-ish minutes, maybe 10-ish, I wasn't really watching my watch, we got all clogged up. I had to stop and clear the auger, but it did it all on its own. It just needed to have like some of there was a chunk of ice in there, and it stopped everything up. So you can't really blame that on the gooey stuff, and you really can't blame that on the auger that's just hitting a chunk of ice. But fired right back up, and I'm gonna give it another test here, see if I can hit some of the deeper stuff and see what it'll do. Well, I did get it to go through about 4 inches of snow, and you have to stop it every so often and let it clear that auger, but it'll kick right back on. And we'll take a look at this. This auger is actually pretty darn clean. So all in all, I don't think it's a bad product. I think the product is a really good one. I think I have a mechanical issue with my actual machine. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can do the whole driveway here, get it down to nice and low, and hopefully it will be able to do that within reason, because I think that there's actually something wrong with my machine. That said, I think the product is a good one, and if you're interested in more, finding out about one, you know, getting one for yourself or whatever, there's a link down below that you can check it out to find out more about it. And with that, I got a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna get going here. I'm Brad with the Big Family Homestead, and you have an amazing day. Okay, just got inside from finishing up the driveway, and I'm happy to report that the product does work great. The auger blade stayed clean. Again, I think it's my machine that's not, you know, giving enough horsepower or whatever it is that's not doing. I give up. I am going to go to the ATV with the push blade, but you should know that that product is a great product. And just as the salesman said, it's slipperier than HE double hockey sticks.